Thank you for being here. Can you allow me a moment to go back to the Northwest Ordinance? What were some important things that were long-lasting out of that Northwest Ordinance?
Well, one of the main important things that are long-lasting for it is that the government was selling their land that they gained. So that way they were making money on the sales of this land and also helping to expand the United States and our people. And with that money they were helping to pay off debts that had racked up because of the Revolutionary War. Because you can't just make money out of nothing and expect to not go into debt with it. So in order for them selling that, they could help pay for troops and stuff like that that they had to use, so that way they wouldn't keep going down into debt.
Okay. And anybody else who would want to respond with that may. Anybody out here have a question?
If we had a national marriage equality law that was passed, would it be considered unconstitutional?
Look at your amendments. Look at your cards out there.
May you repeat the question?
If a national marriage equality law was passed, would it be considered unconstitutional?
I don't believe it will be condoned unconstitutional, as Article 5 states that the government has the ability to change or improve the Constitution with the state ratification. I don't believe, because they can just add to the Constitution, as I believe a new Constitution will be the 28th overall amendment. And so that I don't believe it would condone unconstitutional.
Does the Constitution today address gay marriage?
Not specifically, no, it doesn't. However, Amendment 10 clearly states that each state has its reserved powers, and therefore it, so to speak, becomes more or less up to the states whether they want to create laws going for gay marriage or else against gay marriage.
Question out there? Today, many people distrust the national opinion in the national government. In your opinion, is this distrust justified?
I think distrust is more or less a term used that it's mainly an opinion kind of word, because some people are going to trust that their government is going to do the right thing, and other people, as you stated, are going to distrust what the people state or what the people believe or what the government will do. And with Article 1 of Section 8, it clearly states our delegated powers that the government has, and in Article 10 it states that each state has reserved powers of the states.
Questions out there? Can you compare the Articles of Confederation with the current day European Union? Okay. What are some positive and negative consequences of having limited government?
Well, with having limited government, as its name kind of gives it away, they can't really do a whole lot of things that are outside of their power. They're restricted to one thing, and if they were trying to go and do something else, that would be outside of their realm, and people would be upset with that. So I mean, really, they can't venture too far out of the gate without someone noticing and bringing them back in. So like, with a positive of it is that with a limited government, that may be their realm of expertise is where they are limited to. And so without them being able to venture out, that might leave it for someone else who has the expertise of that area to go and decide on those decisions, that they know what they're talking about, and that way they can establish what is best for everyone else.
Who would be the experts that would be establishing?
Like, for example, with the states and stuff like that, like, if something as a national government sees fit for everyone, might not be seen fit in a certain state. Like, it may not be a big issue in that state. Like, gay marriage, if the national government says that it should be legal, and then like another state says, well, there aren't too many homosexual people living in this state, then it may not be a big issue in that state for them. It may just be like other parts of the country.
Okay, that you were fine, and you would probably be given that time to finish that statement.
It
That you-
says rules for